Only a few minutes left here. On to page 2. We have one type of interesting game called Capture the Flag. And with Capture the Flag, this is the flag. What this is a travel bug which is attached to a flag, and it's really hard to get this little guy. Because what happens with Capture the Flag is this gets put in a cache somewhere. Chevioli started this game. And when it goes into a cache, whoever finds it then takes this flag and has to bring it to the base. And if you're familiar with the Capture the Flag game that kids play, you usually have 2 bases with 2 teams, and they're trying to capture each other's flag. Well, you get this flag, there's a travel bug marker on it, and it also has the coordinates for where the hidden base is. And you can only get to that base if you have the flag, because the flag tells you where it is. There are currently 5 bases out there. And the coordinates aren't published anywhere. They're only published with the flag. So if you happen to find this, you can then go to those bases. And we had been trying and trying to get this flag for quite a while, and it's like, okay, somebody put a note that they dropped it in this cache. So we go zip over there in 15 minutes, someone's already taken it. And then it gets maybe put in another cache a couple days later. We go zip over there, someone's already taken it. Well, then about 6 months to a year ago, we were doing a multi-cache, and we didn't know it, but we were only like 100 feet from the final when all of a sudden my phone beeped that this was put by Becca Day in a cache. So we left that multi-cache, zipped over to where it was, and it was about 30 feet up in a tree, and she was still there to watch us do the climb. We got it! And then we had the coordinates, so then we were able to go to Chevioli's secret hidden base, and we could log that cache as a find. First, you have to get this. Anyway, that cache, or that flag, was muggled recently. And so a brand new flag has been created as of today. This is day 1. And Chevioli had posted a message at the old flag page saying if anybody approached me and asked for it, they could be the recipient of the flag. So Kevin is the only person who had approached and asked about the flag. So you are the official recipient of the Capture the Flag. You don't have to climb up a tree 30 feet. Okay, I have one last thing to cover, and I've got to do it real quick. Unfortunately, I wanted to spend a lot more time on it, but they kind of ran out, and that is challenge caches. You should have, the challenge cache is on the 2nd page of your handout. If you didn't have a handout, you'll definitely want to get one from me before you leave. Challenge caches are different than challenges. A challenge cache is a cache that you can go to after you meet the requirements, and then you can find it and log it. And this is probably the single biggest thing that we like about geocaching, other than just the adventure and being with people. And I just want to point out a couple of these real quick to you. If you look at it, it says 52 Wisconsin challenge caches. And look at the requirements that you have to do to log some of these. The first one is called Earth Cache Tic-Tac-Toe. And it's pretty simple. You have to find 3 types of earth caches. When you go to that web page, it'll tell you what the requirements of these challenges are. You have to find 3 types of earth caches on this chart to get a tic-tac-toe. Or you look a couple down, it says Old Silo Challenge. There's 100 old silo caches out there. You have to find at least 50. Once you find the 50, you can then go and find that cache and log it. So there are actually, at the current time, as of last night, 194 challenge caches in Wisconsin. And you can't log that cache until you've met the requirements. I only picked 52 of them here for you to look at, but I would encourage, yes?
What's the GC number? Can you find where all of them are listed?
If you look on the last page on the bottom, that'll tell you how to find them all. It's a great question. The question is, how do you find out about these challenges? Well, It says on the back page, way on the bottom, for a complete list of challenge caches in Wisconsin, currently at 194, see the bookmark list by Scott 543 that is shown on every Wisconsin Challenge Caches page. It sorts them alphabetically and shows the distance from your home coordinates. In other words, if you want to find out where all these challenges are, just go to any challenge on this list, and you'll see on the web page a link to Scott 543, his bookmark of every challenge cache in Wisconsin. And just to outline one example from just yesterday, my wife went out caching with 3 other gals, and they wanted to work on a challenge cache together, which is called the Ice Age Path Trail. You have to find caches along the Ice Age Trail in 15 different counties instead of 30. You only need half of them, 15. We needed 3 counties still. One of the gals needed 2 counties and one needed 4. So they did 4 counties, found those, and all of them qualified for that challenge cache. Anyway, so we really can't spend a whole lot of time on these challenge caches, but I would encourage you to check out a challenge. They're challenging and they're fun to work on either alone or together with other people. Anyway, I'll have to call it quits there. If you have any questions, you can just see me afterwards.
I knew John would do a great job because him and his wife, they're so into geocaching and all these variations.